الحمد لله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأصلي وأسلم على رسول الله صلاة وتسليما يليقان بالحبيب المصطفى النبي المجتبى صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وتابعيه وتابعي تابعيه إلى يوم الدين. أحبتي وأحبائي في الله, our children, boys and girls, the future of Islam, inshallah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I am sure that some of you, if not all of you, have already followed up with the news. Today and yesterday, when we watch that and hear that, really unfortunate, a young Muslim fellow went to one of those clubs of gays and lesbian in Florida. And as the news is saying, he already killed about 50 people and injured a big number of the members of that club. As if Muslims here and everywhere who do not have enough to deal with. Allah yani subhanallah. I wasn't surprised last night in our inner faith Ramadan iftar to have a lady asking me that, what do you think of the Islamophobia and what is going on? How many people, could be in thousands, could be in millions, are really terrified, really fearing Islam and Muslims. And it is not only just to stop at that point of fearing Muslims and fearing Islam, but the backlash and the negative attitude and the retaliation against Muslims and against Islam almost everywhere. SubhanAllah. It is a tragedy by all means and all measures if we put it on the side of the teaching of Islam. SubhanAllah. We had 9/11, we had what happened in Spain, what happened in London, what happened in Paris, what happened in California, and then what happened now in Florida. And we never know what next to come. Even if we put the issue of Islamophobia aside and the backlash and the retaliation and what might happen to us or some of us, or even here at our steps of the main door, God forbid, la qadr Allah, and someone as a way of retaliation and does something in our masjid in here, or to us while we're praying. Wallahi, we never know. We never know. But my major question, what would be the outcome in the mind of such a person or such people, what they are trying to gain, what would benefit Islam, what would benefit Muslims by being indulged in such horrific attack and killing and torturing and subhanallah, wallahi, and this is a young fellow Muslim where he was radicalized or the doctrine he received or who instructed him, whatever the affiliation is, because there is a lot of speculation now. It is recruit for ISIS, ISIL, it is someone else, it is some other groups here in Florida or in America or North America or somewhere else. We do not know. We do not know. And we're trying to patch things and to take care of things and correct some situation and go out and speak, to tell what Islam is all about, what Islam is teaching us, how our kids, as we shared with our group last night, I intentionally decided to have some of our kids to introduce to our audience, to our inner faith, those who came, who we are and what we're teaching our children, the future of Islam and the future of this country, how they look like, what is their teaching in Masjid Al-Iman in here, how we're trying to take care of them, to teach them, to instruct them, to live in peace, be peaceful with people around, that these are the ones who are hoping and praying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be the future of Islam as well as the future of this country. And less than 12 hours after they heard what I was saying, and after they hear what our kids were saying, last night the news is saying that, oh, look at that one in Florida who killed already 50 people and injured X number of people, subhanAllah. It's a bit puzzled. And in the meantime, and it is adding more pressure and more tension and more sadness and grief and agony upon peaceful Muslims here in this land, how to defend themselves. And subhanallah, yani instead of being in stages of development, of advancing, of being proactive, of being more involved, to the stage of being defensive, just to defend ourselves, just to say, la wallahi, this is not Islam, la wallahi, this is not. People would look at the outcome. Yeah, when you open, a case of apples or oranges or whatever, the first thing would catch your eyes, that rotten apple or rotten orange. And then you would have your own judgment whether I buy that case of oranges or apples. I say, oh, no, if that's only one, so everything is the same or worse. Allah, since I hear the news and I say, Ya Allah, yani, what we're going to do? What we're going to say? There is a press conference tomorrow, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen, yani, managed and called by CARE Minnesota, calling the leadership of the Muslims to come out and say something. Now, Allah, yani, since I read the email and the invitation, say what I'm going to say tomorrow. I have said it since 9/11 millions of times. Millions of times. Yeah, till the point, subhanAllah, Allah, to be very honest with you, some people say, oh, we know that guy. He said it several times in public radio, in TV channels, interviews by the state capitol, by the steps there, in churches, in synagogue, and he's telling us the same. Yet we have seen the same tragedies over and over and over and over. I'm not just kind of selfish to defend myself what I'm going to say, whether it would be believed or not. But my major concern about us Muslims, and about us Muslims, when we have the teaching of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this book, in the Revelation, in Quran, saying exactly the following. Yet we do not pay attention to this ayah of the Quran. إنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا. This Quran. For whoever kills a person, a soul, it does not say kill a Muslim or kill a Christian or kill a Jew, or kill an atheist, or kill a gay, or a lesbian, or atheist, or godless. No, any person. If someone kills anyone as if he has killed the whole humanity. It's not only one, or two, or 10, or 50. So it means he kills one, or two, or 50. No, killed the whole humanity. This is a universal crime by killing one person. One person. Of course, and made any corruption on land. أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا. But in the meantime, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never stopped at that point saying that it is the killing, as if the killing of whole humanity. وأنه من أحياها فقد أحيا الناس جميعا. Whoever being involved to let someone live or survive his or her life by any means of surviving. Allah even a sip of water to help someone to drink it in order to keep living. As if he helped the whole humanity to survive, to be alive. So we Muslims will have to choose. يعني kill as if we're killing the whole humanity, or help people to live as if we're helping the whole humanity to live. Yesterday we chose the first, we did not choose the second. Is it, young man, what you're looking for as an outcome? What would it do to the community Muslims in Florida, in New Orleans there, or in the US, or in North America, or all over the world? We're trying to defend ourselves everywhere. You know, in Muslim lands, you know, in Iraq, in Iran, in Syria, in Gulf states, in Lebanon, in Turkey, in Egypt, in Libya, Tunisia, Morocco, Mauritania, Sudan, Chad, Yemen. And we're adding more fuels and more agony and sadness and so on and so forth. Wallahi, my dearest brothers and sisters, keep that ayah in mind. And remind ourselves and remind people around us of the mercy of Islam and the peace of Islam. Subhanallah Rabbil Alameen. Always remember. But in the meantime, being proactive, wallahi, watch out. Please, be careful. Your home, your house, your business, your spouse, your relatives, your children, our masajid, our place of worship, keep our eyes open for any retaliation or any revenge. You will find some people who would say, that's the time. Let's do something. Let's defend myself. Let's defend my family or my neighborhood or my country. And no one, by the way, if I'm in this situation, I wouldn't blame them. I say, here's what is happening, let me find out. And some wisest among them would say, let justice take its course and we'll find out who is, who's behind him, what is going on, affiliated or not affiliated, and so on and so forth. And wallahi, please also, relate what happened in New Orleans, Florida, to us here in Minnesota. Minnesota, as we know, the law enforcement people, the FBI, you name it, keep the widest eyes ever on our community, where many of our children, many of our young men have been already recruited to fight side by side with ISIS and ISIL. And some of them have been already in trial. Some of them already admitted they are guilty. Some of them is still in trial there. And even if you look at the cartoon of Star Tribune today, it is very, very meaningful. There is a lot of attempts and a lot of effort to recruit more and more and more of our young ones around. So wallahi, we're in a situation, what would happen? Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us and to provide us with safety and security and to defend us in the noble cause ever. Ya Allah, we're not part of that happening. We're totally against it. We never support what is going on against anyone, against any person, against any people. And in the meantime, we ask him to protect our family members, our children, our business, our neighborhood where we're living at, our relationship with people, and be vigilant and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for more help and more support. Wallahi, at that point, it is the help and support of Allah. Nothing else. But also we have to be careful. If we don't come to the Fajr prayer, wallahi, start coming. That this would tell people around the masjid is there and it is safe and secure by Allah. But our presence would be here, would tell people that, alhamdulillah, we're safe. And I hope with our 67 places of worship here in the Twin Cities to be vigilant and to be careful, extra careful, to save and to make sure the place of worship, our masajid, our homes, our business are safe and secure by the help and grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahumma برحمتك عمنا واكفنا شر ما أهمنا وعلى الإيمان الكامل والكتاب والسنة توفنا وأنت راض عنا. اللهم آمنا في روعاتنا، اللهم آمنا في روعاتنا، اللهم آمنا في روعاتنا، اللهم لا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك وارحمنا. جزاكم الله خيرا، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. If there is a question or any clarification, by the way, please.